up, Internet? I forgot to welcome you to apparently the wishy-washy adventure and video game hunting. I just got all those Nintendo games for a little under $2 each. It was difficult for me to pull the trigger. Am I being a little bit more budget-minded? A little bit more... Because, like, none of them I need. But, can I really leave them there? And they're a little dirty, too. Like, I don't know. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, Super Mario Bros. 2, easily worth the $15 alone. But, I don't know. That's the last tag sale for this weekend, most likely. I'm going to the buy-sell trade event tonight. I have my car all loaded up, just got to get through a day of work. And then this weekend, my girlfriend Alicia and I are going to the flea market in New York. And Sam's actually going to be set up there, most likely. So we'll still be hanging out at Sam's booth, technically. Let's go.
Yeah, where's the one with the arm? This one doesn't work. There. I have the little things at home.
How many ROBs is that? 4?
I have 5. He bought one for me, but we had to switch it out because the little terminal was like
not working.
Well, I have some solder back on basically, so he has to switch out. So I'll have 4 more.
Do you have any that are like broken?
Yes.
Right. How much do you want for that one?
$20. That's what I paid for it.
Yeah, I do that. As a piece falls off it.
Did a piece fall off?
Yeah.
Did you make them work?
I don't care.
He just wanted to
I have 2 already and trying to...
This is my R.O.B. Army.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty nice. But I had them all this way. I had 5 of them actually, and I bought that one from Game Exchange at Wallingford. It's up top. And I was like, how much you want for that? He's like, $20. I'm like, cool. And then they started fighting with each other about selling it. I was like, I just walked out. I was like, it's too late now.
Yeah. Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, but that's the not
it's somewhat cheating.
So the rest of these should work fine.
I would never think to try to make it play a game with me.
You know, honestly, because I customized the systems. One was going to be Iron Man, one was going to be Johnny 5, and I was just going to have like a full custom one for myself. No, they don't all have it. Oh, really?
Good call. Oh, yes, very well.
We just got the Stormville. Not looking quite as gigantic as I remember. Sam's here somewhere. Let's see what's going on. other video games, do you, or just the Atari?
Just that.
How's it going, guys? You buy it all. That's my wife.
Hey, how's it
Remember?
going?
He's like, "Huh,
I hear the
how you
voice,
doing?
I don't see.
Hi, Sam. How you doing?
Hi, I'm
Good.
Sarah. Hi,
That's my
Sam's
wife.
wife. Nice to meet you.
Did you get a chance to look around, or just setting up?
Dude, I got swarmed with
Yeah.
like 5 or 6 guys. As soon as I rolled up, got
Whoa.
swarmed.
Well, you definitely have the nicest stuff here.
Yeah, thank you too. I love your compliments.
None of it works. But
Bite your tongue, boy. You got potential buyer there. You're like, what the heck? Yes, sir. You know.
Look on the Jaguar control. No, man. I've been looking. I've been digging and looking and looking and trying to open something. I think we're gonna have a walk. Even though you have it. I'm trying to put stuff out.
No more tennis. Oh, you're good.
I'm trying.
Trying my I think I got that good.
But watch this. Here's the bowling game with a built-in camera. Yeah. And it's actually yeah. You don't need anything special, no special controllers. Read you as your before. Yeah. Got 3 games with tennis, bowling, and I don't remember the other. Yeah. Very nice.
Duck or whatever.
On the backpack,
Duckers, yeah.
Yep.
Track is Geisha.
Well, that was kind of the sale today that I was hoping would have some games. It's the only one I had listed that had games. Got a few more sales and 2 flea markets to go to, and then shoot this pickup video for you. I just want to address right now, I promised 1 whole month of NES Let's Play Somethings. I failed you. I could not get the motivation to finish out these last like 7 days. Let's Play Something will be returning as like maybe a twice, maybe 3 times a week thing from now on, at least until that changes again. And I'll probably be sticking to more games that are requested and also games that I actually like legitimately want to play, because one of my problems was when I had an opportunity to play games, I wanted to play the games I wanted to play, not NES games that I felt obligated to record. Like I wanted to play NBA 2K14, Resogun. Soon I'm going to be wanting to play Mario Kart 8 because that's coming out and I already got that paid for. So you'll probably be seeing some Mario Kart 8, some newer generation stuff. Wish I had a better way of recording it, but I still only have this ghetto ass way of recording where I just put the camera in front of the TV. But you guys watch that shit. And if you enjoy it, I thank you. So let's get to these tag sales.
No, it's not mine.
Ed, where do you go?
How much cost that?
Nintendo 64.
$30 for everything. It works, everything.
So 3 games.
Yeah. It's got the thing.
2 controllers.
I don't know. I gotta ask. Tony, I mean.
That's just another example of why it's good to be consistent. I go to the flea market anytime I can, and sometimes you find a Jungle Green N64 with a Jungle Green controller. Paid $25 for it, had him down from $30. He wouldn't really budge much more, but I did get his phone number in case it doesn't work. Then I can call him up and he'll give me a refund, which is pretty cool. About to head to some Southington tag sales and then the Southington Flea Market, and then I'm going to make this video for you guys, and then I'm probably going to play NBA 2K14 until my eyes bleed. Let's go. Wouldn't happen to have any old video games for sale, would you?
Any what?
Video games? Nintendo, Sega,
You have any video games on here? No. Thanks.
So, I was going to stop at the Southington Flea Market, but this is the Southington Flea Market right now. There's 3 vendors. Fuck that. Alright, Internet. Let's take a look at what we got. Usually I don't find too much at the flea markets, but this week, aside from one garage sale haul on Friday, the tag sales and garage sales were shit. Let me show you what I got for $15 at one garage sale on Friday. Got 8 NES games. We got Baseball Stars. And trust me, I'm not really excited about these, except for the last 2. Jordan versus Bird, 1-on-1. Rampage. WWF WrestleMania. Titties on the Hulkster. Tetris. If you don't know what that reference is from, go watch, what was it? Retro Liberty and JHMDF, Scott Squatch. They had a crossover video. Skate or Die 2, which I don't even have Skate or Die 1. And to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to actually hold on to any of these. They're either doubles or games I don't care about. And I also got Super Mario Bros. 2, which is a double. And Mike Tyson's Punch-Out 2, which is a double. And these games were actually pretty grimy when I got them, but I cleaned them up. And now they don't look half bad. Next thing I have to show you is some of the best stuff I got all year. And that was at the Buy Sell Trade event at Heroes for Sale over in Southbury. Now, everything I got here, like, I ended up selling a lot of stuff there. I sold some of my N64 games complete in box. I think I got rid of... What did I sell? Well, I traded and sold some. I traded... I'm blanking on titles. I will list them here for when I actually remember things. But I did get, like, as soon as I walked through the door, I saw this. One of the more popular buyers and traders and sellers, I guess, in Connecticut was moving, and he was getting rid of a lot of his stuff. He had a lot of R.O.Bs. So this is actually my 3rd R.O.B, and I now need to figure out a new place to put these. And unfortunately, he ended up, before I could negotiate, because I wanted to basically sell some stuff before I spent all my money and then walked away with nothing. So I had to wait until I actually made some sales before I can go back and try and negotiate for the other 2 R.O.Bs, and by then he had sold everything to basically a gigantic reseller that was lurking there. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, I did do some deals with that reseller, some of which being these Super Nintendo games. I traded him, I think it was Earthworm Jim 2 on Sega Saturn, and it was a pretty even-ish deal. Even-ish, I'd say. He was probably a little bit in the advantage there. But I got Total Carnage for the Super Nintendo. Inspector Gadget, and I think that was it. So yeah, I think he did make out on that one, but I got some games that I can do some gameplay on, and I don't really care about Earthworm Jim at all. Also from the guy I got the R.O.B from, so actually R.O.B just gonna chill here with me for the rest of this video. I got Biker Mice from Mars, and I actually traded. I did another trade that was actually in his favor because I didn't care about the posters. I have those Advent Children posters, the Cloud one and the Sephiroth one, and they're really nice and they're in frames. And I actually had mistakenly, like a jackass, put them underneath all my stuff, and it isn't, you know, his keen eye for them. As I started selling things, they became more visible. We decided to do a trade straight up, those two posters for this, because I didn't want to spend any money. This is like a $15 game. And I enjoyed the show, because basically any anthropomorphic animals back in the day, and, you know, fighting crime, I was game for it. Next thing I can show you, I did a trade. One of those trades that I would have to list here, which I forgot what it was. I forgot what the game was. I had wanted to pick up from this guy Wonderful 101, but he was still valuing it way too high. He was valuing it at like $30, and he's using, like, he scoffed when I said I was using eBay sold prices as a price guide, and he was using some like online price guide that takes like the average or something. I don't remember what it was, but it basically listed things a little higher than they should have been, and this definitely was not like a $30 game. You can get this for $30 new, I think, so it doesn't make any sense. But I wanted to try out Wonderful 101. I hear a lot of mixed reviews on it. Comes complete. I do not know if I actually forgot to check to see if he used the Nintendo points, if it even has them. One of the other purchases I'm very happy to have made. For $15, I got a complete in box. It even has all the paperwork, and I believe it also has the plastic 6-button Sega Genesis controller. And this is different than the one I have, the Turbo one. This is just a plain 6-button. I paid $15 for this. I figured the 6-button controllers go for like around $10-15 without the box. That this was a fair offer. I did another trade. I traded the box and manual for Double Dragon 3, I believe, for this cool little Mega Man pixel art thing. Like, everybody always is displaying them this way, which is like the glossy side, and I think this side looks better. Oh, and I just had a little interruption there. I was giving away some N64 and an Atari to my cousin. What was I saying? I forgot to mention part of the trade, which I can't even remember. I can't remember the N64 games I got rid of. That's how little I gave a shit about them. I traded for Wonderful 101, and, you know, just to sweeten the deal a little bit in my favor, because I don't value this where he was valuing it, Super Mario World. And here's something that it ended up being basically a trade. I had given him the manual to Chim Power in the Lost Dimension, or some Super Nintendo game that I had back in the day that my mom got me for like a birthday, and I randomly still had the manual. He was looking for the manual, and he was a big fan of the game, and I was only going to charge him $1 for it. He didn't have $1, so I just gave it to him, and he came back with a Super Mario Galaxy free commemorative launch coin, which is pretty cool. I didn't even know this was a thing, and it's cool to have because it's a collectible. And probably, aside from R.O.B, of course, R.O.B is always the gem whenever I pick it up in a video. I got a complete copy of Alicia Dragoon for the Sega Genesis, if I can get that glare out of there. And it's in great condition. This is from one of the people up at the grid. He was at the buy-sell trade event. His name is Chuck, really cool guy, and got a great deal on Alicia Dragoon. And I could finally try this game out that I hear so much about because of Pat the NES Punk. This wasn't actually a pickup, but something I got in the mail. I saw some people, I don't even remember who it was, talking about Retro Gamer magazine, and I decided to look it up, and I bought this, I think, on eBay for like maybe $5 plus shipping, and I haven't had a chance to take a look at it, but considering that every month, because of my Power Up rewards, I get Game Informer in the mail, and I literally flip through it once, read 0 articles, and then throw it in the trash. Hopefully this will be something in the paper medium that is actually going to keep my attention while I'm taking a shit. I'm going to be real with you. My girlfriend Alicia and I, we went up to, or down to, I don't really know geographically where it is, the Stormville Flea Market, which last year when I went was a big deal. And I thought it was going to be a big fucking deal this weekend, but I got everything else in Connecticut, and it definitely outshined what I got there. Had a lot of fun going. Sam is actually up there right now as I'm shooting this. That's why I didn't have any Plainville Flea Market, because he's actually up there making $600s of dollars at this point and finding $70 NES games, apparently. So he's having a good weekend. I'm having a good weekend. It's all good. But I did pick up 3 NES games. I paid $12. I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. These all came with the sleeves. Ghostbusters 2. And for value, Super Mario Bros. 3. I did try and haggle for a PlayStation bag. He wanted $50 for a PlayStation 2 that was in it, in the bag. And he also had another PlayStation 2 they only wanted $45 for, that was just the plain system. And I asked him if he would just sell me the bag, because I didn't really need another PlayStation 2, especially at that price point. And he just he said it wasn't worth it for him to break it up. And I was just like, okay, it's not worth it for you to make some money today then. Bye. And I walked away. I did intend to go back later and see if he'd, rethought it after he spent a little while not making any money. And I just completely forgot, so no PlayStation bag for me. I'll live. But the crown jewel of Sunday is I went to the Newington Flea Market, which I usually strike out at. I usually don't even have any footage, and I usually don't even mention. Like, I went there last weekend with Sam. Well, Sam met me when I was there, and he would go around asking everybody if they had video games. I don't really do that at the flea markets. I probably should, but I'm a little bit lazy in that regard. Because I figure at the flea market, they don't have like a house they can go back into and be like, oh yeah, these things that I didn't think anybody wanted. So I only go with what I see, generally. And this time, I finally came across something. And despite the fact that I already have it, marked $30, and you hear that rattle, it does have some loose screws and some broken plastic pieces, and you can actually see it's a little bit cracked on the bottom here. But I tested it as soon as I got home, and it works perfectly. And thankfully, it also came with a decent condition, not the best stick, but jungle green controller, which I haven't had. And my only fantastic color I have is the jungle green, so this one's definitely for sale or trade. Well, I guess this other controller is not in the greatest of condition. It's just a blue one, came with it. Also a Maraca. That one's in good condition at least. And I'll probably take the pieces out of here because no one wants to trade for this when it sounds like this, even though I know it works. I apologize once again. I did not continue to do all the Let's Play Somethings that are supposed to be in the month of May, but I will be coming at you with hopefully some more interesting Let's Play Somethings, because I think it was at like an all-time low for views on like this entire month. Aside from Mega Man, which randomly got over 100, all of them were in like the 20 counts when usually they're at least like 30 to 40. And I just feel like I lost half the viewership on that. And I also did get some comments that they were a little bit more boring than usual. I know like some of them, like maybe one video a week was like I felt was some of my better work, but it would still only get like 20 views. Like, and if you're watching this and you don't believe me, go watch Darkwing Duck. Go watch Bucky O'Hare. Like, those are probably the two best Let's Play Somethings I did as far as like me flipping out at the fucking game. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Please check out any buy-sell trade events you have in your area, wherever you are. Join your Facebook groups, because they're worth going to, usually. At least in Connecticut. Like, there's going to be another one coming up. I'm not sure when. It's that Orange Retro Games Plus. They do one every once in a while. If you're going to be there, let me know. And, as always, keep it real, Internet. Rob, I wish you had a thumb. What the fuck?